All right, so getting ready for a brand new day. I have not done a lot of filming on this Harvard journey this past semester because I had trouble swallowing. I developed this horrible problem. I could not swallow, and I thought it was pills getting stuck in the throat. You know how that is? I was taking big antibiotic horse pills, and I read on the Mayo Clinic website that sometimes one can get pill esophagitis. It inflames the esophagus and there's trouble swallowing, and just stop taking the pills, right, and it will resolve. And that didn't happen. And it got to the point where I had difficulty even with water. You know, I'm vegan, so I was making things like beans and diluting it with water. I mean, basically drinking bean water and sweet potato water and stuff like that. And I got down to 98 pounds. And you know how women are. We could have the bubonic plague, but if we've lost weight as a result of that, it's like, well, it's all right, it's fine. So I don't mind the weight loss, but I have hypoglycemia. I was having trouble keeping my blood sugar up. Sometimes it would spike and go back down. I was wiped out. It was a mess. And finally, I did go to a doctor. My doctor was alarmed because of the weight loss, and he did an endoscopy, and I was afraid I had strictures, you know, the scarring of the throat and cancer of the esophagus. None of that, thank goodness. But there was a narrowing, so, you know, they stuck the thing down the throat under anesthesia, but gently enlarged it or whatever it is they do with the balloon, I don't know. And but so now I'm getting ready to have breakfast. I'll show it to you, and I can eat it. Thank goodness. But it did wipe me out. It was just slogging through this semester. Fortunately, I was given extensions by my two wonderful professors, and actually one of them, Dr. Sanchez, Professor Sanchez, he gave me one until the day after Christmas. I had just asked until Christmas Day, but he gave me till the day after. So on Christmas Day, I was actually working very hard on that paper. I'm going to post it for you if you'd like to read it. It was on what was called the Mink Brigade at the turn of the century in the early 1900s, when mostly poor working class immigrant women, Jewish women, a lot of them in New York City, who worked in these horrible sweatshops, making the beautiful shirtwaists that women wore, then the blouses. And they were on strike, and they were getting beaten, they were harassed, they were being beaten by thugs hired by the men who owned the shops, and sometimes beaten by the police. And the upper class women, the society women, the Vanderbilts and others, they went down to the streets and actually joined their unions and marched in the streets with them and actually patrolled areas of the Lower East Side to keep the women safe, because they knew the police and the thugs wouldn't go after them. And but they used everything. They bailed women out of jail. They went into night court, one of them, Alva Belmont, and stayed through the night with these women, bailing them out of jail. So it was a great collaboration of women helping women. And I'll post that if you'd like to read it. And then the book review that I did for the American history class. But anyway, I'm back on track. Join me on this Harvard journey this next semester. We're going to go up to Plymouth Colony and stay there, learn about the Pilgrims. We're going to learn about the genesis of the American Revolution in Boston, the history of that great city. And we're going to learn about history's controversies, and I'll be showing you that. And join me. Please subscribe and like the videos, and email me with any questions at lisa@lisahobelman.com.